Hey yo, what is going on everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and this video we're going to be covering all of the best cards you guys can use with the new limited restrictions right now over the weekend to finish off your win the weekend challenges or just get your ring. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button down below, and for anybody that has already received the ring, let me know your lineups down in the comment section below, just in case there's any cards that I don't shout out that you guys did use. That could be cool. That could be fun. And also, subscribe if you guys are new. We are on that road to 10K subscribers. We do this every single week. So if you guys, constantly are looking at the new, limited cards and are like, who the hell do I use? Don't worry. I got you every week. So basically, we got to start off by telling you guys what the limited restrictions are. So here we are for the return week 4. Here are the conditions. Fill your lineup with the fastest players in my team. All eligible cards are marked with the limited sticker. Only 2 amethyst or higher cards are allowed. That means amethyst, diamond, pink diamond, opal, all available. All heat check cards are allowed, and no free agent cards are allowed. So, pretty cool ones if I'm being honest. This is another one of the, ones that I don't mind having in limited. A little bit unique, a little bit cool. I'm kind of messing with it. I think it's kind of fun. So overall, not too bad. And this is kind of a general limited lineup that I was running. I did sell a few cards after I did get my ring. Not very happy with my backup center and my backup power forward. They're good, but no defense. I was a little bit sauce. But this is generally what you're looking for. You want to run one card that you absolutely love at that, PG or shooting guard position, I would recommend, and then definitely have one at your power forward or a center that you really, really, really like. Because let me tell you guys, because of the new packs that did drop yesterday, most people are cheesing up with Hakeem Olajuwon. And if they're not cheesing up with Hakeem Olajuwon, they have Dino Raja. So you're going to have a big, good center that can kind of play in that post position against these big guys. Can even guard Dino on the perimeter and Hakeem on the perimeter. So make sure one of your cards is going to be covering one of these guys. I'm not going to say you're going to guarantee that you shut them down and win every time if you have one of these, but you kind of need it. And then for the rest of them, I've seen a lot of people running Glenn Rice and not too many people running Kyrie or Carmelo, so I wouldn't expect those too much. But if you have them, I would run them. They both have the limited sticker. It's cool. It's nice. But again, make sure you're preparing yourself for the eventual cards that you're running in there at the center. So I decided to run Dwayne Wade as my, one dominant above that wasn't my center because, it's Dwayne Wade, 99 offense, 98 defensive overall, does everything beautifully, have a nice diamond shoe on him to make him a demon. He's just super fun. But I would recommend either take a PG or a shooting guard that obviously has range, quick first step, clamps, the general just can do everything, and have that guy be your main person that's running the offense. Obviously, other cards that work really well for it, Baron Davis, Steph Curry, if you guys have those. If you're more into, having your shooting guard, run the role, Glenn Rice, great option. Don't have him right now, but still is a good guy to run just for some fun. In the general sense, basically just use a really high overall card that you like when it comes to the higher overalls, and just make sure you're covering that center. I picked up Dino and have Dino running my center even in my normal unlimited lineup because, Dino is beautiful. 6'11" is amazing. He has great shooting, great dunking. He can speed boost if you give him the right things to do it. The defense is really solid. The rebounding is great, and his speed is amazing. And he has Hall of Fame corner specialist, 51 gold badges, including Intimidator and deep threes, which you can see right there. If you want to check out a gameplay on some of the cards from yesterday, I'll link all 3 that I did yesterday down below with Glenn Rice, Jeff Petrie, and Dino Raja, if you guys want to check them out. Now, when it comes to the rest of the cards that you're going to be running in your lineup, there's a few staples that I think a lot of people are going to be running. So you're going to want to make sure you're either running cards that are equal to that or the same cards. One of those that I'm seeing all the time is this Ruby Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac seriously is one of my favorite rubies in the entire game. Just because he's got that amazing defense at 6'11" is beautiful. I love the jump shot. I love his dunking, his speed boosting ability, rebounding, and just speed overall at the position. And I think he runs that power forward perfectly. So for me, Jonathan Isaac is kind of one of those cards that I think everybody should be running at least a little bit, just because he is so good at the root position. Just plays everything amazing. Just for that power forward-ish. Now, when it comes to a shooting guard, small forward, I think the new Brian Russell that came out is a beautiful card to be running as well. Brian Russell is a 98 defensive overall, again, which is amazing, with 6'8" at his height, which is great, the 2 or the 3. And I love him because 93 3-point shot, an 80 driving dunk, 89 perimeter, 85 steal, good speed. But then over here, we have catch and shoot, corner, difficult shots, pickpocket, pick dodger, clamped, heart crusher, intimidator, all of the big ones. And he is an Evo card. So if you're hitting threes out there with him and playing some defense, getting some steals, you're actually working towards Evo. And he does have gold deep threes and circus threes as well. So really, really good card to go out and use and have some fun with. I guess, alternative at the shooting guard, if you didn't want him, could be going ahead and running yourself some other cards that, have a 3-and-D ability. There is a nice Ruby out there that I currently don't have, but did drop with a idol set that I'll show you guys right here that I think is super solid. Sorry, the last idols set in the Ruby section over here. And that's going to be Gary Harris. Gary Harris is a great card. Doesn't have range, but at the 2, can do a little bit of what Brian Russell can with some great 3-point shooting, some great dunking. He can speed boost, and he has some solid defense. Again, you're just missing out on a little bit of range. So Ruby Gary Harris is a great card to run as well. Super fun. He's super nice. But overall, I do think going with Russell is your better option because you'll see in a video later that I'll be dropping with the Evo that we've done. He's insane. I wouldn't recommend getting him up to Amethyst. I haven't got him up to Amethyst yet because I still have yet to actually finish limited for what I want to do with it. So he's kind of like staying down to that Ruby, but he's still a great card. Overall, PGs that I love running that are Ruby, Tony Rowan is beautiful because 6'6" is a great height for a PG, and you can see a 95 offensive, 91 defensive overall, and he's an 89. So this guy's low-key an Amethyst, maybe even a Diamond. 2K is just giving us the undercover gems, and you can see it. Has a good 3-point shot, a good mid-range, and he has the trade brick base, which is beautiful. Great dunking, and I think mine gets slasher takeover, which is beautiful. Great playmaking, and has some solid defense as well as 90s in the speed with 36 gold badges that kind of cover everything. He plays the PGs amazing. I mean, plays the PG just beautifully. He is great. And you can see, I kind of like him as that like backup budget option. Just kind of come in there, do a little bit for you, and then dip out. Sapphire Matt Barnes is another guy that I love running because 6'7", just kind of fits that 3-and-D role, I think, at the small forward really well. As, clamps, catch and shoot, all that sort of stuff. A pretty nice release, and overall is nice. And I think I really like the starting lineup because, I mean, no matter who I run with everybody back here, they're going to just be looking great. Now, other guys that I want to shout out that haven't really seen too much. Wesley Matthews is a card that you get for free from just moving up in the levels at 6'4", gets a 91 3-point shot, can speed boost, has an 88 perimeter defense, comes with gold catch and shoot, pick dodger, clamps, and down here in his 2 bronze badges, does have circus threes and deep threes. So a free card that you guys can get just from finishing up some XP challenges is a great one to go ahead and use. He's down here quite far back in level 20. For your XP, and he is a super nice, super solid card that I think a lot of people kind of like undervalue, but is going to be a fun one to run. Now, if you're somebody who wasn't using your big, diamond or whatever card at your center position, I can shout out some pretty decent Ruby and below centers and limited that you could use, but I want you to beware. I don't think there's too many guys at that like Ruby to Sapphire position at the center that work really great. One that I have is the Ruby Cat. You guys saw him. Another one that can kind of get you somewhere is going to be RubyThon Maker. Thon Maker is a great offensive card, but if he's going to be your starting center and you run up into Akeem, you're going to be getting popped. But Thon is good because obviously 7 foot is beautiful. He has a nice midi, a nice 3-point shot. Obviously he has good dunking. He has decent defense in the interior, good rebounding, and good speed for a center. And I mean, a lot of gold badges to help him out. I mean, it's looking good. I think, out of all the options you have, I do think RubyThon is probably one of the better Rubies that you can have. If you're into more of the traditional big men, you don't really need somebody that can shoot and do all that sort of stuff. Dikembe Mutombo is definitely a great option as well, obviously, just because Dikembe can sit in the paint, block all the shots, and do that sort of stuff. And again, there is also this Ruby Hassan Whiteside, who has a bit of a mid-range as well. So maybe more of a traditional big man, but has good dunking, has a nice midi, and overall is pretty solid. I don't actually think he's that fast, but 2K thinks that a 74 speed is fast enough for their quick players thing. But Hassan Whiteside is just kind of like that. Put him in the paint, lock down the paint, kind of center as well. If you like, non-traditional, big men that are just kind of going to give you a little bit here and there for some fun and mess around with it. Now, when it comes to like power forwards and things like that at that cheap Ruby position, again, I don't really think I have too many people that I absolutely love at it, other than Jonathan Isaac. I did shout him out just because I think he is amazing, but I'm going to keep saying it every single time we have one of these limited videos. Emerald Jeff Green at that small forward to power forward position is going to be just a beautiful, cheap budget option. He's 6'8". I love his release. I love his dunking. I love just his overall playmaking and defensive ability. He has super nice speed and lack of badges for sure, but in limited, it doesn't matter too much. He's just fun to use, and overall, just does a lot for me that I absolutely love. Another card that I do want to shout out for, budget rubies that I think are amazing. One last one that I think a lot of people need to use, need to remember that he's here and he is a demon, is going to be, actually two, from the last set that did drop, that one being the Inferno set. Don't forget about these two rubies, basically, that you can have them at. One being Jarrett Jack. Even for 2K MT, this Jarrett Jack honestly would be a better card to run than Tony Roten, just because he has slightly worse dunking, but amazing shooting, awesome playmaking, a little bit faster than Roten, and has 47 badges, including, clamps, dimer, pick dodger, and deep threes. You can see it right there. So Jarrett Jack, another beautiful card to run that you got to. And then last but not least is going to be Ronnie Brewer. This Ronnie Brewer is a card that has the Rudy Gay jump shot base, one of the smoothest jumpers in the game, so already is sounding like a beauty. And he's 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan, which is awesome. He doesn't come with not clamps. He doesn't come with range extender, but he does come. I'll show you guys over here with quick first step, catch and shoot, clamps, pick dodger, all that sort of stuff to really be an absolute killer. And then if you get him up to Ruby, he gains a few more shooting badges as well, like sniper and things like that. He gets a little bit of draw foul. He gets a better mid-range and a better shot 3, which is all amazing. And he also has the Curry slide with the long athlete layup package. So he's a beautiful card. Plus, if you pick him up around, this like sapphire-ish area, or even the ruby, you can actually evo him up and flip him into the amethyst for a bit of profit as well after you're done with your ring. So those guys are some pretty nice ones. Overall, I think there's a lot of really good cards you can run in this one. And if you are, somebody who just likes to run a full 10-man rotation and you don't want these last 3 guys, increasing your overall too much, you can pick up a few of these lower rated heat check cards that do qualify in there, because all heat check cards are allowed to lower your overall a little bit, just so you're going against normal 10-man rotations. But again, watch out for Hakeem, watch out for Kyrie, and watch out for my man Dino Raja, because they are out there and they are killing it. Let me know what you guys think about the video down in the comment section below. Make sure you guys like the video, guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you guys are new. Remember, if you guys did get your ring and you had some cards that I forgot to shout out here, but you think are demons to use in here, let me know down in the comments to help some other people out that maybe didn't like the options here. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see y'all in the next video.